Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of To the Magic and Beyond. We are really going off script today.
That we are.
To Michelle's love, but yeah.
I'm super excited.
I am Jordan here with Michelle, and we've also got producer Courtney and producer Logan on with us today because they are going to be really involved in our podcast.
Yeah.
Producer Logan had a fun idea to do a mystery questions episode, which if you are watching the YouTube version, you can see we have these lovely Mickey hats here filled with papers that have questions on them that Michelle and I literally have no idea what they are.
No clue.
But it's kind of going to be like a get to know us with our answers. They're all Disney related, I believe.
Yes.
So for those of you that are like listening because you're our friend and we need some listeners, but you're like not into going to Disney, this may be fun. You may, we've heard great things about our Disney movie review.
Yes.
And so people have asked for some other things.
Yeah.
So here you go.
So just some different content, switching it up for you guys. And like I said, normally Michelle and I have more of an idea of what we're going to talk about, what we're going to do, but this is a big old mystery for us. So
Here we go.
Can you hand us our
yes,
questions, please?
there you are.
All right. Yes. So just a bunch of random questions. Some are easy, some are hard, some are thought-provoking, some are funny. We'll see how it goes.
And
but
so
I'm
you
excited.
can direct them
more
at
and more
person,
nervous.
or are we just supposed to blare it out?
So my thought was both of you need to come up with an answer.
Okay.
And there's no rules.
So we just call on Jordan first.
You don't have to have a why as to your answer, but
Right.
I imagine knowing both of you, you're going to explain your answer. Me and Courtney might throw our answers in too. That's fine, but it's mainly for you two to let our listeners get to know you and and have a little fun. So, and I don't know if you could see if you were watching. There are 50 questions in these hats. We might get to 10 of them today.
Yeah, this is going to be an ongoing, continued process.
Not only is it random, I know all the questions, but like we're not going to get to all of them. I don't know what I'm going to ask. I'm not going to pre-select the questions. It's going to be a complete random. It might be a hard one to start.
They're literally drawing them out of hats.
But they're what?
You're literally drawing them out of hats.
Yes.
Out of Disney
Yes.
hat.
Scenes from a Hat was a famous game on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Okay.
So this is Questions from a Hat mystery question game. So first one. Let's see. Oh God, this is so This one's gonna be tough to start with.
That's great.
But just gut. Just give me your gut. You want me to save it for next, or you want to start with?
Okay. Give it to it. We're ready.
Pretend you were given the opportunity to invite 3 Disney characters to dinner. Who would you invite?
Oh, buddy.
I told you it's gonna be a tough one.
3. Okay. Gut. You just say gut.
You can go with your gut, or especially whoever's going first.
Walt Disney characters. I can go first if you want me
ahead.
to. Okay. My gut reaction is. No, I'm thinking through all the.
I know there's so many.
possibilities. I think I would invite. I feel like I would have to invite Belle because she's my favorite Disney princess. So I feel like that would be a good opportunity to like meet her. That would be fun. I feel like I would have to invite Dopey because he would just be the life of the party, and I love him.
He doesn't even talk.
He doesn't even talk, but you know, it would still be fun. He'd be cute. We could see who wiggles their ears better. And oh man, I don't know. My third person would be
We're gonna have to do some cutting and editing on this one, aren't we?
maybe. My third person, I can't even think of Disney characters.
Michelle,
right
you
now.
got some answers?
I've got 3.
Go.
Okay, the Hunchback from the Hunchback
Ooh,
of
that's a
Notre
good one.
Dame.
Good.
Mr. Toad from Mr.
Aw.
Toad's Wild Ride.
Man, she had this. Why did I go first?
And Donald Duck.
Oh, that's cute.
Courtney, you got any? You don't have to answer, but if you've got some.
Can my third person be like a duo? Like
Yeah.
okay.
Sure,
I would say
sure.
Chip and Dale.
There you go.
Okay,
I like
that's
that.
acceptable.
Those were good.
Yeah.
Courtney.
Elsa.
Ooh.
I love Princess Elsa. Flynn Rider.
Oh, good one.
Yeah. And then I don't know, Cusco.
Oh yeah,
I think that'd be hilarious.
That's a good
Oh, I love it.
I'm
Logan?
just randomly. I didn't even have an answer, but I'm going to go Simba, Pascal, and Abu.
Ooh, I love it.
I like that.
Good choice.
I'm just going to hang out with the sidekick.
And I do think you get a little bit of our character in all of
I
that.
think so. Yeah.
Courtney, you got a question?
Okay.
Random
Next question is, what is your all-time favorite Disney parks drink?
Oh.
Drink
Mm.
a frozen lemonade, which is very
Base-
generic,
yeah.
but I just
But it hits
really
the
liked
spot.
it everywhere.
Yeah. I think I would have to go with LeFou's brew. That you can get at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine's LeFou's brew, too.
Yeah,
But I haven't had that many drinks at
That's
Disney,
the
so-
first one that came
Yeah.
to my mind. Don't know if it's because I just had one.
Right.
But I really like that one.
All right. Next question, which I'm excited about. It could possibly be a two-parter. So some of these are two-part questions.
She gets like
I know.
nervous every time.
All right. Would you rather
Oh.
go on a 5-day Disney cruise, a 5-day Disney World trip, or a 5-day Disneyland trip? And Jordan, you can go first.
Yep.
Because I know your answer to this one.
I think I would have to go with Disney cruise.
And I'm going to go Disneyland because I've not been.
Oh.
But like in September, I will have been. So then I
ask
would
her
do-
then.
Then it would be a cruise because that's the one thing that would be.
You haven't
the
done a
thing I've
cruise yet
not
either,
done.
though, right?
I haven't. So
But
the
you
two
pick
things
one.
But
I
she'd
haven't
rather
done-
do Disneyland.
Okay.
But I think I'd rather do that.
The 5-day Disney cruise.
Yeah.
Do you want any explanations, or is it just pretty self-explanatory? You can keep it simple.
I have done World and Land before.
cruise.
I have done the cruise, but I have done all three. But I have not done a Disney cruise in a very long time. I was pretty young the last time I did it, so I feel like that would just be. I would
I would
wanna
like a
experience
cruise,
that.
and it's on
Yeah.
my. We've actually talked about
Yeah.
when we want to fit that in on a budget or whatnot.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
I
next
definitely
year.
want to do it.
Yep.
But like if I had to go, that was hard.
Yeah,
It was hard.
yeah.
Okay. So my answer would be cruise. I haven't been on a Disney cruise. I've been to Disney World a couple times. I haven't been to Disneyland. They're all going to be incredible. So my answer is because there's a lot less walking on a cruise. And
You
the
want to
food's already
chill.
paid for. So you can eat as much as you want for no additional
And
cost. That's
buy
kind of
as
where I'm
much
thinking
stuff.
with the cruise.
Yeah.
But second part of the question, let's make it a little harder.
Okay.
Oh boy.
3-day Disney cruise, 4-day Disneyland, or 5-day Disney World.
Disney World.
5. See how it changes it? I think I'm going to say 5-day Disney World. I'm going to change mine too.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I would do Disney World.
So the 5-day Disney World beats out the cruise now, huh?
I'd say world.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So everybody went with 5-day Disney World, huh?
A little technical glitch over here.
Your phone ringing?
No, I was playing my new favorite artist over here by accident.
All right.
Yeah.
Those of
You
that
butt played
couldn't
your
Yeah.
favorite artist.
hear,
Yeah.
We all started mysteriously hearing this music
first I
in the
thought it was a
background.
car.
I didn't hear it, but
Then
I'm the
I
furthest
went-
away from you, so I didn't know if everybody was laughing at me.
It's just like, wow, that was a really fun question for everybody.
I thought that was great.
Courtney hasn't answered yet, and she's staring at her mom like, do you have an answer? All right.
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you did,
Yeah,
but when
when
I
I was
before
watching
I
it.
realized
Yeah,
that
so I was world. You were
everybody
world.
said world.
Yeah,
Everybody said world.
because it was 5 days.
5 days.
5 days. Yeah.
And I think I'd
Out
pick
of
the
those
4-day
options.
land over the. I've been on
Over a
3.
3-day
I've been on 2
cruise.
cruises. I would love to go on a Disney cruise, but I don't want to do it in 3 days.
Yeah.
I want more.
Yeah.
So
stuff.
funny story. I've never been on a cruise. Period.
Oh,
Neither have I.
Neither's Courtney.
No.
So,
But
like,
we're going.
I know we're gonna. I just
Okay.
haven't yet.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Courtney.
All right. Let's see. What Disney story would you like to see as a Broadway play or musical that isn't one already?
Oh.
Emperor's New Groove.
Oh,
I like that one.
Ooh,
Good
Nice.
one.
Pretty good at this one.
nice.
It's just my
Yeah,
opinion.
she's like she's scared about all these questions
Yeah.
and she has an answer before everybody else
Yeah,
does.
I got that one.
Jordan, you got an answer?
Well, I had one for a long time, but they actually it's premiering in West End, so I don't know if it counts yet. It's not quite on Broadway. Am I allowed to say that, or does that count?
No, that's fine. Is it Tangled?
I would no. Oh, that would be a good one.
Tangled's my answer, but I don't know what's premiering.
I
don't know what's premiering on West Side. So
Hercules was mine because
that's
the
a
music
good
from that is so
one.
good,
Yes.
and they're adapting it. Like I think they're working on getting it to Broadway, but it's premiering in England right now. It's like in test runs, so it's not technically on Broadway. But I thought the music from that would always.
That's good.
Tangled was your answer.
Well, that was, but also Hunchback.
Oh,
yeah. That's a good. I like the music in that.
Is there
one.
Mulan?
No, but Mulan would be good too.
Because when they made the live action movie, they took the music out.
Yes,
as long as it's going to have the music.
Bring back the live action. Bring back the Broadway with
and
Mushu.
Figure that
the music.
out.
So
Tangle would be a good one too.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I'm getting to all my favorite questions, and I'm just drawing them out of a hat. I promise. Nobody can verify that because you can't see it, but I am drawing them out of a hat.
We can vouch for him.
Which Disney prince or other character was your biggest crush growing up?
Prince Philip.
Ooh,
from Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah. Mine was Prince Eric from The Little Mermaid.
I didn't have one.
Doesn't surprise.
Also, Mushu.
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan? No?
I mean, I liked Peter Pan a lot. But, I mean, because I just wanted, who doesn't want to live in Neverland? But, it wasn't a crush.
So, yeah, none, huh?
None.
Okay.
Zero.
That's fair.
I mean, I still don't,
What?
I'd say now, Flynn Rider.
Yeah, me too.
Courtney, you've been loving Flynn Rider since
I
he
saw
came out.
Tangled.
Yes,
but
Tangled
he
came
asked
out.
growing up.
Yeah, I was
It
going to
said
say
Prince
currently
Philip, because me and Katie always fought over that character when we were playing with our toys.
They had Disney Castle, right? That they shared. It was together because sisters, and so there was only one
Prince Philip.
Yeah, the other was Prince Charming,
and nobody ever wanted him.
No one wanted him.
Even though he's Prince Charming is what we all talk about as the ideal guy, right? But the actual Prince Charming, we take the other princes.
Suntan Ken and Barbie. I got that. I remember I was 9, so Ken. But he's not Disney.
He's not Disney.
Yeah.
Well, piggybacking off of that, mine when I was growing up was Jasmine. And I should clarify the question says prince or character.
Right.
Yeah, but we all went for the princes. So.
Jasmine was mine. As an adult, Jasmine is still mine. But no, piggybacking
Most
off
of the men that were
piggybacking off of yours, Ken and Barbie, I, as a very little child, actually bought a Barbie doll version of Aladdin and Jasmine. And only played with the Jasmine. I threw Aladdin to the side.
Poor Aladdin.
Little Logan did have a Jasmine Barbie doll.
I'm proud of you for admitting that.
Hey, it's all honesty here on the To the Magic and Beyond.
Told you it's about getting to know us better.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Do you prefer Disney sequels, live action remakes, or new original stories?
Oh, so Disney sequels, live action remakes, or
do you want new
original
content?
content?
New stories.
Depends on how good they are. Here lately. It's been a little rough.
New stuff's going to
Yeah, it's
I think I personally I've enjoyed all of the above, but I think I always love when there's a new story, like a new world to get lost in and meet new characters and all of that. I love when there's a sequel. I've enjoyed most of the live action remakes, but I always love the excitement of meeting a new character or a new land and world that you get to explore.
Yeah. I would say, new, I guess. I like the live actions that they've hit.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a few that I didn't care for. And then the sequels, some have been really good.
Right.
And some totally missed the mark, right?
Yeah.
With anything, right?
Yeah.
So, like, Jaws is one of my all-time favorite movies that has sequels, right?
Yeah.
So, Toy Story.
Yeah, the Toy Story sequels.
Out of the park,
if they
right?
could all be the caliber of the Toy Story sequels, I might would take sequels. But
And this is crazy, but at our house, we really liked Lion King 1.5.
Yeah.
Two.
And
Both
Simba's
of those are really
Pride.
good too.
Yeah, so the Lion, those
can make
were really, really good.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm gonna go new.
Yeah.
New.
Oh, so everybody was new. So my gut when I first saw the question was sequels, and it's because the originals always leave me wanting more.
Right.
But then I thought about it, and I don't really watch a lot of the sequels. I just don't sit down and watch them, and I'm older. I'm still trying to catch up on all the originals. So with all the new stuff that comes out, it's hard for me to catch up on that too. I've not seen a lot of the new stuff.
Well, there's a few of the new ones I haven't. What was the start? What was the new?
Oh, The Wish was good.
That was
Wish.
really
Wish
good.
was really good, but
Wish was
I haven't seen Moana and Kanto, Coco. I haven't seen any of that.
Well, you also hadn't seen Snow White till a couple weeks ago.
Right. I said I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah, we're gonna
so
get
my
you
answer,
we're gonna get you there.
So my answer is actually the live action, and I think it's because my entire experience with Disney was just the originals, the Aladdin, the Lion King, the Toy Stories, so seeing them brought to life is really cool to watch that story come to life. And even when we enjoyed watching Snow White, I mean, it was so. I know they might do them poorly sometimes, and you're not crazy about them, but to me, seeing that cartoon come to life is
it
my
is
favorite.
cool watching those come to life.
I really think. I mean, and I think that I don't think we now don't think Snow White was a fail. Yeah. Because we enjoyed it.
It was really good.
Yeah. We thought it was really good, and we took it
else.
for what it was, right? Take the politics out. I really think it's a great movie, especially musical. For me, where Disney misses the mark sometimes is taking the music out, which is what I think making the wrong musical decision. Lion King could have been the best thing ever, and that's no shade towards Beyonce.
It just wasn't your favorite.
But you had the music from the original
was
with Elton John.
Yeah.
Will never happen again. And it was so amazing, and you really had the opportunity. And I could see both sides. Like, I think they thought,
let's change
we're
it up.
never gonna probably hit the mark again with him a second time. Yeah. So maybe change it up for the new folks, right? These new kids and what they like.
But all the OG kids that grew up with, they were like, oh.
And adults are like, oh.
Yeah.
You know.
That's fair.
All right. Next question also happens to be a two-parter.
Oh, boy.
Which Disney sidekick is your favorite?
Oh, man.
As she sits there with a Miko shirt on.
Yeah.
and you have Flounder on your shirt.
I bet we neither pick these.
I know.
Which is fine. It's fine. You gotta have more than one shirt.
The first one that comes to mind for me is Abu, because he's not quite helpful, but he's so cute, and so it just creates a lot of chaos.
Same over here. I'm gonna go with Tigger.
Ooh.
Same.
Out of the box.
Same reason. Yeah.
Kind of the
not
comedic
helpful,
relief.
Not quite helpful, but super cute and sweet.
I'll go while Courtney's thinking. I as a kid it was Abu, loved Abu, but I'll change to probably your second favorite is Pascal.
Yes,
which
I'm
Pascal. Currently sitting at dinner with Pascal and Abu and Simba. So
yeah, he was one of your dinner guys.
I was gonna say Pascal, but
you can say Pascal too.
I also was thinking Mushu.
Ooh,
yes.
Oh,
yeah, he would be
hilarious. Super funny.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the second part of this because I wonder how this, based on your answers.
Oh no.
Which sidekick would you want to have by your side if you were a Disney princess?
Oh.
And I think
She says maybe not Mooch.
Exactly, like all of you might change. I'm going to go ahead and change mine.
Sent me a
Mine's
little
gonna be
lizard.
different.
Mine's going to be different, and I know what mine is. I'm pretty sure. So, you ready? Go ahead.
Man. Yeah, no offense to Abu, but probably not the most helpful since that's what I said he wouldn't be. I think this one he's kind of like he's too removed as being a sidekick, but I think I would pick Maximus from Rapunzel, the horse.
Oh, good choice.
Because he's funny and got a great personality, but also super helpful. Obviously, a horse would be very helpful, and he's very protective. So I think I would pick him.
So, thinking about, I first thought, because I could go with Pegasus.
Ooh,
from Hercules,
yes,
which is great. Flying horse
here. That's even better. Flying horse.
But just for kicks and giggles, because I don't know, it would be pretty fun. I don't know how helpful it would be, but Gronk.
Oh, you and Gronk would be. I would pay to see that.
I'll go because I went third on the original. I don't think the genie counts. I don't think that's really a sidekick. Is it?
Who?
The genie. Aladdin's
the
genie.
That's a sidekick.
Yeah. Okay. It wasn't my answer, but I'm all in Aladdin.
I mean, he's a great
Abu was my favorite.
Yeah.
Abu was my favorite.
For real.
Yeah. So Abu was my favorite as a kid, and now I'm thinking genie. But my answer was actually Raja.
Oh.
I mean, if I could just have a pet tiger,
Yeah.
I think that's what I'd go with.
Yeah.
Now I'm all in Aladdin. That's all my favorites.
I'm just picturing you as Jasmine with Raja now.
The question did specifically say princess.
Yeah, you did say if you were a princess. So.
There's still some Emperor New Groove people left, Courtney.
I don't know that I want any of them though.
You can have Pascal now.
She's great. She's kind of evil.
Yzma
keeps trying to
get
kill
the,
people.
Is it Frozen?
Oh yeah, Olaf.
Olaf.
Oh, I wasn't thinking Olaf. Sorry.
Oh.
The reindeer.
Oh,
Oh,
Sven.
Sven.
I don't know how helpful he is either. Gets that tongue stuck on ice.
I'll say Pascal. He was
Yeah.
the first one that came to my mind.
Yeah,
so.
he's a good one.
All right.
All right, my turn? Is it
Yeah.
my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. What do you think is the most overplayed or overhyped Disney song?
Oh.
I don't want to
And this is a two-parter. So
Ooh.
after you answer this one.
I mean, I still like it, but I'm gonna go with it. Let it go.
Yeah, that was my answer. Overplayed at least.
Could be that Moana song, but I'll go Let It Go.
Yeah. Let It Go was the first one that popped into my head. It's just as far as like not overrated necessarily because there's a reason it was the most played song. Like it
was good.
Fabulous.
And she's great.
And she's great. But yeah, I would say like out of all of the songs, that one probably got just overplayed to the point where it's like,
Got another one?
wait. There's
No
a
one
light
talks
bulb.
about Bruno.
Oh,
That was my other one. Those are my two. Let it go, and no one talks
We
about
don't
Bruno.
talk about Bruno.
I would say that would be my answer to overhyped. Like that
Yeah.
is a
Yeah.
weird.
It's
song.
catchy.
That's fair.
It's
It is
funny.
catchy,
But if
yeah.
you've not seen the movie,
Bruno,
Doesn't make
no.
sense.
Yeah, no is what I want to say about this song.
Which you haven't seen the movie, so.
And that was Lin-Manuel Miranda, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
I
And he
think
also
he
did
got
the
a-
Lion King live action. Boys, bye.
I think
He's on a run.
bye. Yeah, but I think
Maybe he
that
needs to stick to Broadway.
So those, But I think that one is overplayed or overrated if you've not seen the
Yes.
movie.
Overrated.
Yeah.
If you've seen the movie,
It's cool, yeah.
I think you get it.
Fair.
But I mean, it
Fair.
was being played on like the Nashville pop radio station
Which
at one
is
point, and I was
kinda
like, if
crazy.
you don't know, like this would be such a
But see,
random
Let It Go
thing.
was too, and that was
Yeah.
actually okay.
Yeah,
It was overplayed, but
Yeah.
it was
Courtney?
it fit.
yeah.
Well, I don't know because I like both of those songs that you were
No,
just
we're not
talking
saying we
about.
don't like them.
Sorry.
That's,
No, it's
we
fine.
would-
I know.
we're
Well, part
clarifying
of the
we-
question was
we-
overhyped.
Yeah.
I really liked both of those
That's
songs.
fair. That's
Um,
fair.
I don't know if this one was overplayed, but I didn't love You're Welcome.
Oh,
from
yeah. That one was
Moana.
overplayed
You're
a lot.
welcome.
Yeah,
That
I
one.
mean it was
Yeah.
fine. It was
Mhm.
not one of my favorites.
Yeah,
but
I could see that for sure.
I
And
felt like
again,
that one
we-
was a very popular.
We like
one.
these songs. We're just,
Right.
we were given a question.
Right.
people,
Okay.
So don't hate mail us.
There's
the second part. Yep. Which Disney song gets on your nerves the most?
Oh, so I think we kind of covered it.
It's a small world.
Hey.
That is a Disney
That's a
song.
Yes,
good
that is
answer.
that's a
And I
good
really
one. 'Cause
like
that
I
one.
do. I like it the first time I hear it, but then when it's after I go on the ride and it's stuck in my head 20 days later, then I'm like, okay.
That's
Yeah.
a really good answer.
It is a really good song, though.
Yeah.
No, again, no hate.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That's a new. You probably don't even know what that is, but that's
From
the new
Mufasa.
Lion King. Yeah,
And you
Mufasa.
actually
Mufasa,
like
yeah.
that
But
one.
I like that song, and it's not being hyped at all.
No, this one
Well, this
on
one just
my
said it
nerves.
gets,
gets on your
the most.
nerves the most.
Pass.
That's
I
fair.
don't know.
You don't
fair.
know.
I don't got one.
Well, I mean, you can say Let It Go or Bruno. Like I said, I think
Yeah.
we kind of answered it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I like both of those, but I can
Yeah.
see those are overhyped. But yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's yours?
I don't know that I necessarily have one that gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
small
The
world
most.
was a
That's
good
fair.
answer
Thank
because
you.
that can get on your nerves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next.
I'm so glad I'm drawing my favorite questions. Would you rather ride Mission Space Orange or spend a week at Disney World without eating a single snack?
Oh man. For those of you who don't know, Mission Space is a ride at Epcot. It's a very it simulates the feeling of going to space. So you're in this little tiny capsule and it's spinning at a very fast rate and it can make one feel
They have barf bags.
nauseous.
Barf bags.
And we can ride almost anything, and that one almost
had
made
a
us
heart
sick.
attack and died.
No, they didn't. Nobody dies at Disney.
This
They
person
did.
this person died. But the fact that they have barf bags says what it is, and that's on the orange.
The question is, would you rather get really, really, really sick for, I don't know, maybe the rest of the day, or spend a whole week there without eating any snacks at all?
Snacks, yeah.
But you get to eat, just not
You get
snacks.
to eat, but you can't have any snacks. You can't have your popcorn.
No
You can't have your
popcorn.
Dole Whips. Can't have your pretzels.
Have your tiger tail.
Can't have your tiger tails.
Yeah, but no. It's simple for if someone who gets motion sick. No snacks.
I had
It's
Michelle
gonna be
in
terrible.
mind. when
I'm
I
going
asked
to
this
be
question.
really upset, and I'm going to be bitter and mad about it because I eat popcorn all day,
But
at
you
night,
might not
in
be
the
sick.
morning.
Can you imagine going on a Disney trip because you came with us,
Yeah.
Jordan, and we got popcorn a lot.
And you would still rather do that than one ride on Mission Space Orange.
Oh, it's terrible because I'm going to be sick. I
You might
think
still not get any snacks.
I'm
You
going to
may
think
not
I
get
would
any
never
snacks.
eat again. Like I'm going to say that I would think I was going to die because The Simpsons almost killed me.
Oh, no.
The Simpsons
Yeah.
almost
that's
killed me.
not anything
At
compared
Universal.
to it,
Yeah.
so.
So, and that's nothing because y'all have written it, right?
Yeah.
The Simpsons?
No.
And
Oh,
I know
Mission
you've done
Orange.
that, but you've done
Correct.
orange.
Yes,
Yeah,
we have.
we
It made
have
me a little
not.
nauseous for a
I
bit.
have not done orange,
You did
but I
green.
think that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Ride it
You would
once.
do the
get it out of
ride?
the way.
Get right at once.
Yeah.
Be done with as long as I could do it first thing, and that
No,
just
no, you
ruins
didn't
my
get to pick
day.
that.
But it wasn't in the question. He didn't
You're gonna do it.
specify.
We didn't say how you had to do
You're
it.
gonna do it after you've had
Nope.
steakhouse
I would do it very
71
last
No.
thing, enjoy my whole trip, and then ride it last.
and then go to bed.
But on the first day,
Yeah, I would
First day,
also
do that.
ride Mission Space
Yeah.
Orange. I'm not as motion sickiness. It can get me sometimes, and that ride does get to you. But I think I would be fine after like an hour.
So I'm not someone that I'll eat a snack or two. I'll
not real snacky.
I'll eat them, yeah, but
Yeah.
and I like them. So, but I would still pick Mission Space Orange because I've done it. I got sick for about 30 minutes, like a little
yeah.
uncomfortable about 30 minutes,
Yeah.
and then we were fine. So I would probably pick riding Mission Space. But like I said, I had Michelle in mind when I wrote this question. In fact, the question started out as, "Would you rather ride Mission Space Orange?" comma, and I was like, what else is at the level of that? And the first thing I thought of was, well, Michelle likes snacks, so let's really put her to the test.
Yeah. So no ride.
right.
All right.
okay. In your opinion, what is the more overrated Disney movie? Kind of similar to the other question I asked, so we can pass this one if you want.
We'll save it for a
Yeah, we'll save it for
future
another
mystery
episode.
question.
Give me another question.
Okay. Let's see. It's kind of like that too. I don't
Got all
know.
those.
Logan.
I had 50 questions. Some of them are similar.
Overrated.
Okay.
She said it's similar. She didn't say it's
Would you rather see Disney characters spontaneously or wait in line to meet them?
Spontaneously.
Ooh, yeah, I like spontaneous.
I like
'Cause
spontaneous.
that's how it used to be.
Yeah.
Used to really love it. They're just walking around. It's your buddy.
Yeah.
And I don't mean walking around like you only get to wave at them.
Yeah.
And doing that whole selfie thing
Like
like
you
we
could
do with
s-
Kevin.
You can actually walk up.
But you
take
can
your
like
picture
walk up
with
and
them.
see
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm not a big character person. I would pick spontaneously as well.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the way that we ran into Grogu. And
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
we recently got
Mandalorian.
our last trip. We ran into the Mandalorian and Grogu at Hollywood Studios,
he
which
was
was like
out.
my goal. Like I
Yeah.
wanted to find them, and we were literally just walking through and saw this crowd of people, and it was like the most magical surprise of like, there he is, you know, versus standing in the
still not seen
line.
him.
You
I
know.
haven't seen him
Oh,
yet.
really?
No,
But-
the most excited I got with something like that, especially there, was R2D2.
Oh, yeah.
I want to
That'd be
meet
cool.
Rabbit, and he was out at Epcot wandering around.
and
So
you-
I don't
yeah.
know if that was just an Easter thing or not.
I feel like
but
you could. I feel like
I
if
really
anywhere
wanna
you'd
meet
be at the
Rabbit.
Epcot, yeah.
Because that's her spirit animal.
That's my
Aw.
spirit Winnie the Pooh animal.
I love it.
Love him.
Well, I wasn't. I'm not a big line person, and I'm not a big character person, so that one was easy for me. But I was also thinking, like, you're getting a picture, you're going to get to interact with them, and some of you might change that because spontaneous could just be like, oh, there's a character, but I can't
Yeah,
really.
you're
talk
not
to
always
them, yeah.
guaranteed the picture because
Like
of,
Kevin.
Like,
yeah.
well,
I get
yes.
Kevin wanders
Like I am
around.
like you've not got to see Kevin yet, and it is special.
He's
and
in Animal
you're
Kingdom.
gonna get to see him at Animal Kingdom. Kevin's from Up,
Yeah, I haven't seen
Yeah,
up
that's
yet.
in
and
all
he's
it
a
is.
girl. He's a girl.
The person that plays
Kevin. No, Kevin.
Kevin.
You gotta watch.
Ends up being a girl.
You gotta catch up on the movie.
We'll cut this part out.
You'll watch Up. It's very slow moving, but Kevin is a giant bird.
Yes.
Thing.
Yes.
All right. God, this one's a little deep.
Okay.
A little bit deeper. Maybe a quick second to think. But what is the most magical thing about Disney for you?
That is a deep one.
You know.
I think it's the people.
Like,
I like
the
that.
people you
How so?
travel with, or
I think it's all of it because it makes up the experience. So for me, like Disney, yeah, it's a money pit. Yeah, of course it is, right?
Yeah.
But it's magical because of the people behind the scenes, and then the people that are there. Like I meet people all the time. Like I make friends every time I go. Met a lady on the Skyliner. I know about her week. She bought the special Premier Pass that I can't buy, and she was on a banking convention trip with a friend and lives in Kentucky. So that's me. Like that's what I learned. Met people from other countries.
Yeah.
So for me, it's the people.
Yeah, I love that. I think for me, it's always been. I know, kind of just I know you said the most magical thing about it, but like overall, the experience I feel like is just always magical when you walk in those gates. Like it's kind of just not an escape from real life per se, I guess, but like,
I think it is.
yeah, like it's. I just love that feeling of like when I know I'm going for a day at Disney. I just know it's going to be a good day, even if it's not like exactly how I planned or like stuff happens. Like I feel like a kid again as soon as I walk through
A bad
those
day
gates.
at Disney.
Yes.
Beats a good
Yes.
day
Anywhere else.
else except church.
Like I can't help.
saying.
Yeah. Very
Just
true.
saying.
Very true.
So there's church.
Yes, very
but
true.
like outside of like if you're
Yeah.
on Earth, I mean,
Like there's just something about when you walk through those gates that it just makes you feel happy and like a kid again, and like all of your other responsibilities and like all those things kind of just disappear for the day.
and it's and I think that for those of you listening, because there's going to be at least one, my husband. He's the one. But yeah, so like he didn't, it's not as magical for him,
Right.
but when he does go, he'll tell you that the joy that he gets out of being there
Yeah.
is out of watching us. Because
Yeah.
I'm the oldest kid in the group.
Yeah.
So,
So
like
for
when
him, that
we're
might be
there,
more than people is what makes it more magical.
yeah,
You know?
I think it's great.
Yeah.
Courtney?
well, obviously all of what y'all just described, but I've got to experience it with little kids now a few different times, and I love watching their faces light
Yeah.
up when they meet a new character, or like the fireworks show or
Yeah.
the Phantasmic show. I just think that's precious, and I
That's
love
sweet.
seeing that.
Yeah.
I never went to Disney as a kid. I've only been twice as an adult in the last couple of years. You used the word I was thinking as it's an escape, but most vacations are. My favorite part about it is that it's a very detailed, in-depth vacation.
Yeah.
But since every vacation is like that, I would say the most magical part about it is for me just being able to do something as an adult that like it's all about kids, it's all for kids, and I didn't get to do it as a kid, but it's still so much fun and so cool, and like we make it a challenge to see if we can do everything at that park that
Yeah.
day. If we ever get park hoppers, we'll do it. Like we're at a park for a whole day, open
Yeah,
to
we
close, and
do
we're doing everything we
everything.
can, and so it makes
Yeah.
it a challenge, makes it a game for us.
Yeah.
And when we knock it out of the park, and then we stop and watch the fireworks, or stop and get dinner, or get a Dole Whip at the end of the night, or whatever, it's just like, man, it's like satisfaction of enjoying.
A day well spent.
Yeah, a day well spent. So.
And you spent it.
Yeah.
You spent it. Yeah, you spent it.
But
Monetarily and
I mean, like, you know, especially because we're all adults in this room. And so I think a good way to piggyback off of that is you'll hear people all the time talk about Disney adults.
Yeah.
And what that is. And sometimes it's a derogatory thing. Sometimes
Yeah.
people are like,
Annoyed
well,
by
that's
'em.
just dumb. I know people that just hammer me all the time about how there's other things.
Yeah.
There are. And I do them.
Yeah.
I've
You
been to Italy.
Travel all the time.
I've been to Italy. I've been to Paris. I've been to Turkey, which I don't know many people that have been to Turkey
No.
that don't live there. just saying, or in the military, right?
Yeah.
So like I have been lots of places.
Yeah.
And I was just for work.
But say, where have you been in the
Orange
last 2
Beach.
months?
Like,
I've
you've
been a
all
lot
over.
of places. I've
15
been to
states.
Denver, Colorado.
Yeah.
I've been to Orange Beach and Pensacola and
Carolinas.
all these places. But the thing that I think brings it back is it's a happy place.
Yeah.
For me.
For you.
If
yeah.
it's not your happy place,
That's okay.
that's okay. You go pick yours. But for some people, like, I love camping.
Yeah.
And I do love camping. But camping's a lot of work.
Yeah. That's a no
My
for me,
husband will
dog.
say, well, I don't want to go on vacation to wake up at 5 o'clock. And I'm like, yeah, but when we go on camping vacation, I have to
I have
cook
to go
every
find
day.
my water.
And I don't want to cook. So it's like, what is it for you? And I think
Yeah.
that, you just got to figure that out.
Yeah.
All right, we've got time for one more. I hope it's a good one, but
Don't
if
pick
it's
a
not,
bad
we'll
one,
just cut
Courtney.
it
Oh,
out.
I
Oh,
like
it's
it's
good.
It's a
good.
good one, so we got time for one more. Courtney, what we
Is
got?
it a two-parter?
No.
Okay.
Well, I guess kind of. If you could live in any Disney hotel for the summer, which one would it be and why?
Resort, hotel, whatever.
Yeah.
Michelle's like brain is like,
Got it.
She's got her answer.
Well, I can do a lot of them.
she had it.
But bucket list, Grand Floridian.
Ooh.
nice.
That's
All
a good
summer,
one.
the Grand. Oh, yeah. All
Yeah.
summer. Bougie.
Bougie. I think I would also go in the bougie lane, but I think I would, for like a full summer, I think I would pick the Polynesian.
Because of the...
Because of the theming and all of the things.
And they have a volcano in their pool.
volcano
It was
pool.
number 2 for
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
The pool is so
yeah.
cool. It kind of makes you feel like you're at Hawaii, but like you're also at Disney. So it's kind of like, the best of both worlds there. And they have yummy food. And I
Yeah.
just love it. I would easily spend a whole summer there.
Courtney?
You know mine. It's the Poly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dole Whip every day.
Yes.
The volcano pool.
Yeah.
Magic
Now,
Kingdom.
listen, you didn't say I couldn't ever leave. You said I'm staying there for the summer. I
She-
could hop
she's
on the
resort
boat
hopping.
and
True.
come right on
You
over
could.
and get
Yeah.
some Tonga toast
You
and my
right.
Dole Whip.
You right.
You can.
And then I'm going to go back.
I have
Yeah.
stayed in all-star movies
Mm-hmm.
and at a friend's house.
Yeah.
That's the extent of my resort knowledge. My gut was also Polynesian because I've heard you talk about it.
Yeah.
I've heard
Yeah.
about how themed it is. It would make you almost feel like you're at a Hawaii some days, you're at Disney some days. There's good food. It's fun. I would be interested to find out just maybe how much more luxurious Grand Floridian is compared to Poly. But otherwise, I'd probably go Poly, but I could definitely get on board with the Grand Floridian.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Those would be
Really,
my two.
any deluxe
would
resort.
be
I would
very
mind
nice.
staying
Yeah.
at all summer.
I would say it all. I'd say it all-star movie.
I was
lesson.
trying.
Or
I
that,
was, I was
too.
just sitting here thinking. I was like, "Is there a bad like?"
No,
not
there's
a bad
not.
option.
Really not a bad
value.
option.
Okay,
All great,
random
yeah.
extra question. If budget were a factor,
Oh, if budget,
then we might change our
Ooh.
answers.
Yeah.
I have an answer for that.
Yeah.
one.
What is it?
One.
French Quarter.
Ooh.
For budget.
Yes.
Like
Okay, I'm
it
going-
would be a
But
little
if
bit
the,
less.
it's a little, it's
You'd still do it, but it's a little
less.
less.
Yes.
It's a little
she'd
less.
still do it.
And I'm going if I'm on a budget, especially if
For
I
a
get to
whole
spend
summer.
the rest of the money on Disney.
Mm-hmm.
I'm staying at movies
Yeah.
Mm.
At All Star.
because I love All Star movies.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I
it's
can
cute.
go around and see all my friends
Yeah.
because they're
that's
everywhere.
True. That's true.
Yeah. If I'm on a budget, but if
If-
I'm not on a budget, like especially
Yeah.
if I'm not paying grand,
yeah.
Yeah.
that's me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I would say probably either the All Star as well, but I would go ahead and do a little bit more expensive of the value and do a Little Mermaid room at Art of Animation because
Okay.
that's just such a fun themed hotel
Yeah.
Yep.
that it like
Yeah.
I don't know, I would
I
just
liked
feel
it.
like super
We
caught up
stayed-
in the I mean the suites there would not be as budget friendly.
No.
No.
But the Little Mermaid room would be good.
Nice.
If we're talking budget, I think there's some like tents or something, right? In
Yeah,
Animal
you
Kingdom
can-
area,
yeah.
isn't there like a park
It-
tent thing or
it's
something?
it's at the Fort Wilderness
The
Campground.
Fort Wilderness
Yeah, that.
campground, but you
Nobody.
Would that be
No.
my choice?
No,
Oh, okay.
No, you're
No,
going
I
All
don't.
What
Star.
was your answer to camping?
Yeah.
I just don't know
All-Star.
enough about them. I mean, All Star's great, but I would pick another value
Yeah.
like a Pop Century or Art of Animation or something.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
yeah, I'm totally fine with
Yeah,
value.
some
They're
friends
nice.
some friends we were just talking to over the weekend, they
at
love Pop.
Mhm.
Like if they're
Yeah.
staying value, they've
Yeah.
stayed at movies and they liked it,
Mm-hmm.
but they
There's a
would
lot of
prefer
that love
Pop because they love that Skyliner.
Yeah.
And I love the Skyliner too. I just
Yeah.
When I'm looking at my dollars.
Yeah, movies is great.
Movies is great for me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go.
Well, that was our last question for now. I really enjoyed this. I don't know.
This was fun.
Guys. Yeah. So we'll definitely have more
what
episodes.
What can I
like
say
this.
except you're welcome?
That was good. Courtney's out.
Most overhyped.
She says bye.
She said bye bye.
Bye bye.
But we'll definitely do more of these in the future. If you guys think of any fun questions that you would want us to answer, let us know. We'll throw them in the hat, and you never know if it'll come up. So thank you guys for listening. This has been another episode of To the Magic and Beyond.